Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Class 47P YouTube channel, and you're joining me for another model railway review video. And in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the Bachmann FNA nuclear flask wagon. Now, this Bachmann FNA nuclear flask wagon that I have here in front of you is one that I purchased from the All-Sage Model Railway exhibition. It's one of the items that I bought from that said exhibition. And this is the 5th nuclear flask wagon that I have in total. So I have been building up a nice collection of these, and if I ever come across any others, then I might even be tempted to get more of them, because I do really quite like these wagons. So we're going to skip straight to the unboxing. The model comes in the usual plastic packaging, and the box taken to one side. This model does have a detail pack. I can just get it out, and in here we have a spare handrail, vacuum pipes, a tail lamp. You do usually get two. One of them has already been fitted, though not by me, and some screw link couplings, although I don't tend to fit the screw link couplings on because of the nem tension knot couplings, because they'll just get in the way of it. But these couplings I do tend to use on other models for other detailing projects, as well as these tail lamps as well, so they do come in really handy for things like that, which is quite nice. Now, the Bachmann FNAs were licensed by an agreement with the Nuclear Decommissioning Authority, British Energy, and Direct Rail Services. Now, these have been out for some years now, so they're not a new release. They're currently at the moment not in production. Well, these ones are discontinued, but Bachmann are due to bring out at some point some more of these, whenever that will be. They have produced a couple of different versions as the prototype. You get some that have round buffers. These are the ones that have the flat floor, and you get others that have the sloped floor, which have the oval buffers. I do have one with the sloped floor with the oval buffers, but all the others I have the flat floors and the round buffers. Now, the wagon really is nicely detailed. For example, you have the separately fitted handbrakes, as you can see there. You've also got the TOPS data panel that has been crisply printed. You also have the builder's plate and the handbrake to be applied on both bogies. You've got that nicely bit of printed detail there. You have all these other printed signs as well, which are very crisply done. On the bogies we have the axle boxes and the springs, and this wagon also has metal wheels, as you can see. So now we move on to the container on the wagon, and in real life this container slides back and the nuclear flask is then lowered into place. The container itself doesn't slide back on the model like it does on the real wagons, but that doesn't matter. But this container does have some really nice detail on it, as you can see. It's even got some separately fitted bit of detail on the rear of it as well, as you can see there, which looks really nice. And also we have the radioactive sign crisply printed on the sides of the container. Now, these containers each have different numbers as per to the real ones, because they each have different numbers on them. This particular one, as you can see, is number 23, and it's very nicely and crisply applied, and very well applied as well for that matter. Now, all my FNAs have different numbers, which that is per prototypical, because if you get a rake of these all with the same number on the container, then that's not going to look quite right. So the number on the container is as per prototypical, because they each have different numbers, and they do all have numbers on the containers. And it really is very well done, that number. The handrails are separately fitted. They are made of engineering plastic, so you do have to be careful with them. But then, should you break one, you get a spare anyway. And also, as you can see, you have the tail lamp there, which has already been fitted, and that does look quite nice. And the couplings, they are NEM, as I'll just show you. As you can see there, so you can take those out and fit a coupling of your choice if you want to. It doesn't have the NEM socket, it has the different pocket. As you can see, it has the dovetail connector, what it's called as. But you can still fit a coupling of your choice, like for example a KD, if you want to. I prefer to use these NEM couplings, so I'm not going to change it. Every detail on this wagon, which goes without saying, is accurate to the prototype. I mean, I can't see anything wrong with these wagons at all when it comes to the detailing, and they are really, really nicely detailed. So Bachmann have captured the look of the wagon really, really well. So I've got all my Bachmann FNA wagons out, and for the job I've chosen my Hornby Class 31, because the Class 31s did pull these FNA wagons and the nuclear flask trains at one time. Usually there was 2 locomotives, but I haven't got 2 Class 31s, I've just got the one. So I've just picked the one out, because it's the only one that I have. And as you can see, these wagons, they do run smoothly, as you can see. Very smoothly. On occasions, usually it would be a total of 3 wagons, sometimes 2 or even 1. A couple behind a loco. But on occasions, you did sometimes see more than 3 FNA wagons and a nuclear flash train. I've seen a couple of pictures of more than 3 FNA wagons, a couple behind a single locomotive. Although, in that case, back in those days, there was 2 barrier wagons at either end of the train and a brake van. Of course, I've got loads of brake vans, but I don't have any barrier wagons yet, because my plan is for the future, as a future project, is to convert some of them RNA wagons, the hopper wagons that Bachmann produce, into the barrier wagon type. Although it would be nice if a manufacturer came along and made them in RTR, rather than having to butcher the Bachmann hoppers. Class 31 also runs smoothly. It does seem to slow up over on that part of the line. I don't know why. No other locomotive does it, just this one. But the Class 31 is running smoothly. And it's just a joy to get all of my FNA wagons running. So what do I think of the Bachmann FNA nuclear flask wagons then? Well, I think they're really nice models to have. I mean, they are great little wagons. If you can find some of the original ones for cheap prices, and I got all 5 of these FNA wagons for cheap prices, because when Bachmann release the next ones, they're going to be priced at £44. With these ones, you see here, that I have, I got them for cheap. So if you can find them for cheap prices, then I'd definitely recommend that you get them. Or if you're willing to spend £44 on the new FNA wagons when they come out, then I would still recommend you buy them, because they are really, really nice wagons to have. Especially because they give us the opportunity to recreate nuclear flask trains. So thank you for watching my review on the Bachmann FNA nuclear flask wagon, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. We're not far off now from reaching 2,000 subscribers, just 4 more we need now. Also, feel free to hit the like button and post a comment, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.